Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Tish here, and I'm back from a much needed break, unexpected break, but nevertheless I am back with a new Mom and Monday video. So for today's video, I'm going to be sharing what I did to improve my egg quality. I believe that was a major factor in my infertility because of my age and then having endometriosis. So yes, I do believe that baby girl is coming because of God's grace and mercy, but I know that faith without work is dead. So this is what I did to help. Even though we didn't try per se with baby girl, at that point we just figured that it just wasn't going to happen. But before conceiving her, this is what I did to help improve my egg quality. And as you know, the 2 IUIs that I had right after that didn't work, but God, like I said. So here is what I did, and I am naturally pregnant at 42 years old with my first child. So I have mentioned this before. I read the book last spring, I think it was, or was it 2020? No, it was actually 2020. I read the book, It Starts with the Egg. And well, not read it, I listened to it in Audible. And the book just gives you different ways that you can help improve your chances of conceiving depending on what your fertility issue is. So like I said, I believe strongly that my only issue was my egg quality because my egg numbers were depleting, and that was, you know, other than that, there was nothing else that would show up in my blood work to suggest that I wasn't able to get pregnant for any other reason. But if you have been unsuccessfully having IUIs and especially IVFs, I highly recommend getting the book, reading the book, listening to the book. I am not working with the book at all. This is just me giving my review on it and how I think it ultimately just helped me to become a healthier person, which of course would improve your egg quality and chances of conceiving. So the first thing that I did, like I said, I listened to the book, and that was just very helpful for me to just be able to just sit back and listen to it. We had time on our hands because we were all quarantining because COVID had just hit, and I knew that we were starting a process again of going back to the fertility specialist to try to get pregnant. And I wanted to make sure that I did whatever I could do on my end holistically to help improve my chances. While God did what he needed to do spiritually and the doctors did what they had to do medically, I wanted to make sure that I was doing my part. So some of the supplements that I took to try to help improve my egg quality were, of course, vitamin C. I just take that every day. I've been taking that every day for I don't know how many years of my life. Vitamin C, and I was only doing 500 milligrams at that time. Also, my vitamin D3 was another recommendation in the book, but I was doing that anyway because when I first started going to the fertility doctor back in 2017, that was the one thing that they told me I needed to do, was to make sure I was taking vitamin D, because although my levels were fine had I gone just for my regular physical, it was just on the lower side for trying to conceive. So these are things that you don't even realize if you're not seeing a fertility specialist, because you go for your normal physical and your blood work seems fine, but when you're trying to conceive, it's not at the level it needs to be for conception. So I've been taking the vitamin D3 since then, and like I said, it was based on what was prescribed to me. It's still over the counter, but my doctor told me specifically which I used to take how often to take them. So that does vary. There are so many different IUs you can take for vitamin D3. So I would definitely suggest, while you're reading this book, to talk to your doctor, talk to your OB or your gynecologist, and just figure out what would be best for you, not just reading a book. Of course, prenatal vitamins. So the book suggested I think 2 or 3 different prenatal vitamins that you should take to help with your egg quality. I took the Perinatal Core prenatal vitamins. Look at what is included in that vitamin, because prenatal vitamins are multivitamins. So you want to just make sure that whatever's in there, stuff that your body actually will take in and absorb. And I didn't want it to be where I was getting too much of something in that prenatal that I was already taking by itself, like the D3, even the vitamin C, even though you really can't overdose on vitamin C. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't giving myself too much of something, because then ultimately your body won't absorb it anyway, to just reject it and it comes out in your urine. CoQ10 ubiquinol is another supplement that I started to take to try to help, and that one is highly recommended to take to improve your egg quality. The brand I took is Jarrow. I think I got both of these, the prenatal and the Jarrow CoQ10, from Amazon. And then the other supplement that I started taking because of the book was DHEA. The brand that I took of the DHEA is Natrol. I might be saying this wrong, but something else that I was able to find on Amazon. So I didn't go completely with what brands the book was saying. I did my own research again for the different brands and the reviews to see, you know, how much your body absorbs this stuff, because if it's not absorbing it properly, what's the point of taking it? So I didn't get exactly what the book suggested. I went and did my own research and got the brands that I thought would be best for me. So some things that I eliminated. I eliminated plastics. Unfortunately, you can't eliminate plastic completely, but you want to make sure that if you are using plastics, it's BPA free, and that it's just not where you are absorbing that plastic. So of course, you can't get wooden toothbrushes. I didn't go that far as to eliminating it completely out of my life. I know there's just certain things that you can't. But as far as food storage, especially with things that I'm reheating, I made sure that I just took it out. So I switched to glass and stainless steel, like my cups that I drink my water out of, stainless steel interior. I use stainless steel reusable straws. My Tupperware, I threw out all the plastic and switched to glass. Unfortunately, the lids are still plastic, but like I said, you can't completely get rid of it. Like my drink holders, so instead of me keeping my juices in the plastic that they come in, I put them into glass. Like whatever I could do to eliminate that plastic, I did. I even started buying like certain condiments and stuff that you can find that are in glass, because nowadays everything is in plastic. So like certain things still are available in glass jars. So I tried to get those. Whatever I could do to eliminate that plastic. Of course, my servingware. I still had my plastic stuff because it was like the kid friendly, supposed to be BPA free, whatever. I just didn't use it. I just used my regular china, my kitchen plates. And like I said, I would just drink out of my little cup all day long. And yeah, so switched out that. Nail polish. If you have noticed, your girl's nails has not been polished for years now. So even before reading or listening to this book, I just got lazy and just stopped using the nail polish. Like I knew it just wasn't good for you. I switched to Emma. I worked with them in the past on Instagram, and their brand was like a safer way to create the nail polish without all the toxins. So I had started to use their nail polish, but then I just completely just stopped after reading his book. So I have not, even for my wedding, I took my Emma nail polish with me to use for my wedding, and I still just left it. And I was already pregnant at that time, so it's just like, why even bother? Like, why even introduce this to my child? But yeah, so eliminating nail polish. Nail polish is just so dangerous in itself. And that was one of the things listed that could really affect your egg quality. Going to the nail salon is probably not the best thing to do because all of those fumes are in the air. The acrylic, whatever else they could be using, all that stuff, your body absorbs it all. Which goes into the next thing, fragrances. You want to eliminate fragrances from all the products that you use, especially like any fragrance, like any body spray or perfume. So I just eliminated all of those. I went to my cleaning products for all the clean and free products, especially like my detergents for the laundry, whatever I had. And the only fragrance that I would use is vanilla, just because of my allergies. So I'm just not a big perfumey. I can't do them. But I just stopped using those things. And I also started to use clean beauty products as well. So things that were more plant-based, again, free of most of the toxins. Unfortunately, for things to last and to do their job, like I have acne prone skin, so for things to work and do their job, there's going to be some things in there. But I went to aluminum free deodorant, and I would try to do like unscented or like baby powder or like coconut, like scents that were more less, I guess, were less fragrancy, that you know that they are not adding the perfumes into it. Coconut has a very distinct scent, so you would know there's a perfume added to it. On top of that, unfortunately, there's not that many products that are not scented, even for baby stuff. I've noticed that lately, where I'm just like, why are you adding these perfumey smells into the baby products? Like, what are you doing? But yeah, so I cut out whatever fragrances I was wearing. I switched to aluminum free deodorants, and also had other things out of it, like different other toxins were not in it as well. Clean beauty products. So the brands I used for my beauty products were Derma E and Better Shea Butter, like their shea butter and cocoa butter are like pure blocks of it, so it's like unprocessed. So I would use that for moisturizing my skin. The black soap that they have, I would use that to bathe in, and I would use the Derma E products on my face. So that was my way of trying to be clean in that area. And I used the Tom's, I think it's Tom's, the Tom's deodorant, because Tom's is a great brand just for natural deodorants, and then it was aluminum free on top of that, where it still worked because you still want to smell good since you're not adding any extra scents. But I think that's pretty much it. It might sound like a lot, but it really wasn't a lot. And like I said, it just helped me to become overall healthy, you know, even past trying to conceive and past trying to improve my egg quality. I just felt healthier. Like I felt pure, I felt cleaner using these products, and I continue to use these products now that I'm pregnant. So that is what I did to help improve my egg quality. Again, 42 years old. Right now I'm 35 weeks pregnant, so less than 5 weeks ago. I am still in, it's just surreal. Like, I'm still shocked that this is happening to me. Like, I'm really pregnant. like, naturally. So I really just hope that this gives you a chance to be able to have your own precious miracle baby or rainbow baby. And yeah, like I said, read the book, talk to your doctor. Don't just go by what I'm saying. Don't just go by what the book is saying. Talk to your doctor about what these suggestions are, and especially if you have like any kind of medical history of taking medicine for anything, you definitely want to consult your doctor to make sure that changing up, switching out, doing these things, as far as like the supplements, will not hurt your body, because you want to be as healthy as you can be to conceive as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for joining me today. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I am definitely going to be sharing how I'm preparing for her to come with you guys every Monday, as well as sharing a homemaking video on Wednesday for you. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.